Without this, an avoidant falls out of love. So there's been a lot of videos about attachment style theory, and I'm going to give you my take on it. I'm going to tell you something that I've seen over years of doing this. There are 5 things that I've seen that avoidants need for them to stay in love with you. And the first one is emotional safety. I know you've seen this over and over again, but avoidants, they absolutely need emotional safety in order for them to feel as if they can stay attached to you and if this relationship is one that they want to continue to pursue. We all know that a lot of avoidants have kind of a flawed view of what healthy relationships look like. And this may even be a case where they're not even making you feel emotionally safe, but they desire that themselves. Now, I'm not here to pass judgment or to give you guys this jaded view on what you should do and how you should show up in a relationship with an avoidant. The second thing that they need is space, but not disconnection. And what I mean by that is they need the time and the space to find themselves and to figure out what it is they're going through and what they're feeling. There's a saying that goes, you must love a person in such a way that they feel free. And this is a quote by Thich Nhat Hanh, and a lot of people misinterpret that quote. What I see that quote to mean is when someone like an avoidant wants to pursue a deeper connection with you or continue a connection, they have to feel free to make that decision themselves. They don't want to feel controlled. They don't feel as if they're obligated to do that. They want to make that choice on their own. Sorry guys, my phone overheated, so I had to get out of the sun. The third thing that they need is calm communication. Now, this wouldn't be an issue for someone who's more secure because you're already calm and you're already centered. But for someone who's anxious and who may explode when they have conversations that, doesn't lead to the outcome that they're looking for, then we need to be more mindful about that. Now, this may be even geared more toward fearful avoidance because they can be the ones that be a little bit more volatile, and anxious people can be protesty when they're feeling disconnection or they're feeling like taken advantage of or they're not being appreciated. Fourth thing they need is acceptance. And when I say acceptance, meaning you know exactly who they are and they appreciate that you know exactly who they are and what they need in order to recharge their batteries. And this goes back to the space. This goes back to the emotional safety. And they've said this before. I've seen them say this before. I've heard them say this before. They really appreciate when a person can meet them where they're at. The fifth thing they need, which is a bit hypocritical, is emotional maturity. There is a piece that I feel a lot of avoidants are missing when it comes to awareness and understanding where another person's at. And that takes emotional maturity. But it doesn't erase the fact that avoidants absolutely need this in order for them to stay in love with you and to view that this relationship is heading in a direction that they're comfortable going. And that's when they'll talk more of the moving in together. That's when they'll talk more of the marriage and the future plans. Because without those 5 things, they won't see this relationship as something serious and as something they want to continue to pursue.